Hello everyone and welcome to a collection video. It's a little bit different to what I've done before. So today I thought I'd show off all of my vinyls that I have. For those who don't know, I am a bit of a vinyl collector. I started to only do video game soundtracks and movie soundtracks, but there's a lot of good music out there, and every time I saw an album that I wanted, looked for it as if it was on vinyl, and I snapped it up. So I thought I'd go through the whole collection that I have at the moment. This is basically the entire case that I have at the moment. I do need to get another case for when I get any more, but I thought I'd go through them all. So first off, we have this beauty. For those who don't know, I play Destiny, the game, and this is from Destiny 1 Volume 2. So this is music from The Taken King, How Dark Below, House of Wolves, and The Rise of Iron. So like the last lot of DLC for Destiny 1. I'm hoping they bring Destiny 2 to vinyl soon, because some of this music is really nice to listen to. It's very cinematic and kind of a little bit classical as well with some of the tracks on there, but they are really nice. Next up we have, now I'm a massive Linkin Park fan. I grew up listening to Linkin Park, so when they announced the 20th anniversary of Hybrid Theory, I had to snap this up. So this comes with B-side rarities, the actual Hybrid Theory album, and Reanimation. Again, I loved Linkin Park when I was a kid, so I had to snap this up. So I've also kind of a bit weird, but I'm into KSI as well. I'm a huge Sidemen fan. So when KSI started releasing music, I was a little bit hesitant at first, but I did snap up his All Over the Place album on vinyl, which is really good. It has the song Patience with Youngblood and Polo G on, which is one of my favourite songs. I love Patience. So yeah, I really like this album. I haven't listened to this album on vinyl yet. I've listened to the album on Spotify, but not on vinyl yet. So I still need to do that. Next up, we have Panic at the Disco, Viva La Vengeance. Panic are just, especially Brendan Urie, are just out of this world. And the vocals that he can produce are amazing. I don't think anybody else can produce the same similar kind of vocals. So I had to get this album, and this is actually just the kind of like the orangey see-through vinyl as well, which is an Amazon exclusive, I believe. Next up, we have Spider-Man No Way Home. I got this as off of Amazon. I love the vinyl art. I love artwork on vinyls. It looks really good. So there we have Strange, Spidey, and a Doc Ock arm. And there we have more Doc Ock arms and Spidey and a Goblin ball. But there's a really good soundtrack as well. Bring Me the Horizons, post-human survival horror. Again, another amazing band and another amazing album. And no vinyl collection is complete without a David Bowie vinyl. So I got the Legacy album, which is just a collection of a load of his songs. But I had to get a Bowie vinyl. I do want to get Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars album. That's a really good album, and it's now on vinyl, so I need to try and get a copy of that. This is one of the first vinyls I got. And I used to grow up with like D12, NWA, Eminem, like all of the old school rap. So I got NWA straight out of Compton. I just had to, and Straight Outta Compton is a really good song. Obviously, you got the Fuck the Police song as well. But yeah, no, I really enjoy this album, and I do play it on loud quite frequently. For those who don't know, the album is very explicit with some of the wording on it. I'm not going to say the words on in here, but if you haven't, go listen to Straight Outta Compton. Next up, we've got another vinyl art, My Chemical Romance, Danger Days, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. So you got the spider emblem there, and then you got the front of Danger Days there. I love this album. I had this on CD when the album first came out. So when I got a vinyl collection, I sought this one out more or less straight away. Absolutely love My Chemical Romance, and their True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys era was amazing. Like the music videos to some of their songs, the production value, it was amazing. So next up, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Volume 1. I don't think I've got Volume 2 yet. No, I don't think I've got Volume 2 yet. So Volume 2 is on my list, and obviously when 3 comes out, I'll get 3. But they did release this on cassette, and I haven't been able to find it, because I think it looked really cool in my collection. I wouldn't play it. Obviously, even though my vinyl player in the background there does have a tape deck on it, I wouldn't play the Guardians tape. I would just keep it solely for a collection. For those who know, and obviously have heard of me with the Peaky Arrow, the peaky part in it comes from my favourite BBC One period drama, The Peaky Blinders. I'm obsessed with it. I've got full suits, hats, boots, everything for Peaky Blinders related stuff. Absolutely love it, and it's become quite an obsession of how much I enjoy it. So when I saw that there was a Peaky Blinders vinyl with music from I think it goes up to series 5. So there's music up to series 5, and you've also got a few lines from the show in there as well. But yeah, no, I absolutely love Peaky Blinders, and I do listen to this quite often as well. Especially the title song, Red Right Hand by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, because that's the theme song for the show. So that's one of my favourite songs from the album. Next up, thanks to my dad growing up, I was a bit of a Queen, Status Quo, The Who kind of fan. So I got the Rockin' All Over the World collection vinyl. I think I've listened to this maybe once or twice, but again, it was a really good album, and it's kind of my childhood as well, listening to Quo. And I've seen them live years and years ago when they done the Search for the Fourth Chord tour. I saw them live, and it was really good. Now, no collection, especially music, vinyl, CD, is complete really without Jeff Wayne's musical version of the War of the Worlds. Absolutely love this album. It's very iconic, especially to us Brits. War of the Worlds is very, very iconic. Me and a couple of friends went up to a convention a good few years ago, and we played War of the Worlds on the way to the convention. So yeah, I had to get War of the Worlds on vinyl, and it sounds really good as well. Another Panic at the Disco album is Death of a Bachelor. Again, a huge Panic at the Disco fan, so I had to get Death of a Bachelor, which was my favourite album until Viva La Vengeance came out. Also, I apologise for any sniffling I do. I'm coming down with a cold, which is never the greatest thing to do. Next up, one of my favourite artists who I've also seen live is Meatloaf with his titular album Bat Out of Hell. I absolutely love Bat Out of Hell. And another one of my favourite songs on here was Paradise by the Dashboard Light. It's an amazing song. And Meatloaf captured, for someone who was an opera singer, doing kind of like a rock album, amazing. And one of my only singles that I've got is No Time to Die by Billie Eilish. Now, I'm a huge Bond fan. I grew up watching James Bond, so to me, the theme songs that they've done for Bond films are like really iconic, and I love them. So I got the single of No Time to Die because at the time I couldn't get it in a collection. They only had it on single, which wasn't too bad. And it's a good song. Billie Eilish captures the song and the feel of the film in the song very well. Speaking of James Bond, not long after I got the single, I managed to get the Best of Bond James Bond. This has every single Bond theme. All the way up to No Time to Die. This one actually includes No Time to Die. When this came in the post, I played it non-stop all day. Like, it's three LPs, 2 sides on each. And yeah, really, really good. Obviously, Bond themes are very iconic. Again, especially to us Brits. I might get a little bit of hate for a couple of these albums, but I've got Ed Sheeran's Divide album. I quite like Ed Sheeran, and I want to get his other albums on LP, just so I've kind of completed his isn't it, what's he called, his like collection that the tour he's done, the mathematician, or whatever it is, collection. So I've got Divide, which again, some of the songs on there are really good. Another one is his latest one is Equals. I think this is this is his latest album. So yeah, I quite like this one. Sadly, this one doesn't have Celestial on it, which is the song he done for Pokemon. That's a really good song, so I'm hoping that's going to be on his next album. Next up, we have the Ghostbusters LP from the first film. I love Ghostbusters. I grew up with it. It came out in the late 80s, so me being born in the early 90s, I kind of got brought up with Ghostbusters. So, had to get the LP for number 1. And I also got the LP for 2. Again, really good. Can't go wrong with Ghostbusters. And then the last 2 are new additions to the collection. I haven't long got these 2. But this one is Youngblood. I can't remember what this album's called. Because it doesn't actually say, I don't think. No. But this is, I think it's one of his earlier albums. My God, this is a great artist. He kind of gives me Jagger vibes a little bit. He's got a little bit of Jagger vibes, especially the way he dances and like his movements in his music videos remind me a little bit of Jagger. And then another one is Weird by Youngblood as well. I've got a bit of a thing at the moment for Youngblood. Like, he's really good. But yeah, that finishes off the vinyl collection. I'm hoping to get more, a lot more. There's so many vinyls that I want to get. So hopefully after Christmas, I will be getting them, and I'll update you all when I get new ones. Peace out.